All right, man. So my show, probably my favorite show out there today, is back with season three. Yes, of course, we're talking about Sylvester Stallone as Dwight in Tulsa King. Season three, baby. These suckers are dropping on Sunday, so I thought I'd go ahead and give it a few days before I go ahead and talk about it. So episode one is done. We get to find out at the end of season two when they went ahead broke in the doors and we're like, okay, who's this? Right? This has to be some sort of law enforcement that just went ahead, gaffled him up, and took him to some sort of interrogation room. Okay, we do know he's law enforcement, dirty law enforcement that is now blackmailing him. Um, they know everything about him. Ever since he got to Tulsa, they know everything that he's been up to, everybody that he's been associated with. So it's not just threatening him, it's everybody around him, including his lady. So, he feels like he's gonna have to work with law enforcement here and do their dirty work. At the same time, he's making new enemies, right? Somebody back in New York, well, the guy who's taking over in New York now comes down, talks to Dwight. I thought it was gonna be pretty cool because honestly, this dude just want to offer Dwight what he was promised when he first got out of prison, and I'm like, okay, nothing, nothing to see here. But in reality, what he wanted was a piece of Dwight's action, right? He offers him, hey, listen, come back to New York, you get your own family, run it however you want it. And Dwight said, nah, Charlie, I'm good, homie. I like it here. Well, not good enough for the kingpin in New York anymore. He says, okay, well, you know what? You're going to have to share. Dwight says no. Basically says no. I built this all on my own. You stay in New York, do New York, leave me the heck alone. I'm sure some point in this season that's going to rear its ugly head because that was the end of that conversation, at least for episode one. But keep a lookout for that. Keep that in the back of your mind because that's coming down the line at some point. At the same time, some deal comes up where you're able to go, or where Dwight and his crew is able to come up on some booze, right? Buy a business of booze that's going out of business. However, this guy who owns the business has deep roots in Tulsa, and he already shook another man's hand who has more deeper roots in Tulsa as well. Their family goes back generations upon generations of rivalry, and he's not one to be played with. Burns down the house, the entire mansion, just to send a message because he went ahead, shook his hand, said, okay, I'll sell to you, even though he didn't really want to. Dwight comes along, doubles the offer, says, okay, I'll go with you, Dwight. Big mistake because now I believe he's dead. Does it really show him get killed? But it shows a couple guys go in there and beat the crap out of him, and then the house is burning down. So look, man, I'm glad the show's back. There's not really a show out there right now that I'm watching. So I'm glad I got something to watch and a storyline to keep up with. I know this was a little bit of a fast one, but yeah, these suckers are dropping every Sunday. I'm talking about Tulsa King. So I'll go ahead, I'll give it a few days and probably drop these midweek. But hey, man, nonetheless, I glad the show is back. And I was a little bit. I will say the nerdy dude with the weed shop, man, that dude's starting to get gangster. Not his vehicle, of course, since he's driving an electric vehicle. But man, that dude is starting to get gangster, homie. That dude is getting gangster with it. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm very interested to see how this is gonna work with the whole law enforcement blackmailing because that is coming up. All right, man. You guys let me know. You guys excited for Tulsa King back? Episode one is in the books, and we will look forward to episode two. Total Trucker, Moss Moves, and Shows. Catch you guys on next one.